What's up, vlog? We're back with part 2 of the Ruckus teardown. Pretty much we're just gonna get everything completely separated and the whole teardown finished right now, and kind of get the ball rolling on the rebuild. So let's get to it. Are these standard size when these are metric size? Weird. I don't know. Built this thing like 4 years ago. I don't really remember what I might have been thinking on some of this. That's apparently standard also. Man, these are coming off really rough. These bolts haven't been off in about 4 years. I might have to cut these off. What's going on now? Aerosol took a shit, huh? Let's see what's going on here. No more aerosol. Well, try cutting wheel. I like my fingers, so I think I'm gonna try to do something to save those a little bit here. I break those cutoff wheels like crazy. Alright, this one's a little sturdier. A little thicker though, so it'd take a little longer to cut. We're pretty much there though. I mean, I'd probably break it off if I put some vice grips on it and just hammered at it. Almost cut it though. Oh my god. That cutting wheel just flew off and nailed me in the lip. I think it got me a little bit. Awesome. Should have just done that the first time. So now I'm gonna have this big old fat lip. Oh, it is bleeding. I'm gonna go check on this. Oh, so that was interesting. Oh, the wheel on that Dremel basically shattered into pieces. Here's some of them. When I was trying to get that bolt, it was just a little too wide, and pretty much I think it got caught in between the washer and the bolt itself. And the Dremel wheel just flew off and just nailed me right here in the lip. I thought it was a lot worse than it is. Doesn't look that bad. I think I'll live. They bent this frame so much, this bolt just holds itself in. That's what was up against the frame right there. You can see how bent that is. That's exactly how bent the frame is. I mean, that fits right in Alright, well, there you have it pretty much. Still need to get the wheel and tire separated from the motor here, and I'm going to get that tire dismounted off this wheel. I'll take the CVT cover off and the shock off and clean everything up and probably just get new plastics. And then I'll get the carb cleaned out really good, and I still have to get the ignition off. It has these little security bolts right here, and I usually just Dremel a little slot in them and then take them off with a flathead. It's pretty easy. And then even though these bolts are already cut off, this fuel pump mount is still staying on there, so I'll hammer that off Just got home from RPM Power Sports, where I had Jason dismount the tires from the wheels for me, and everything is done. The bike is completely stripped down. It is pretty much ready to kind of start figuring out what exactly I want to do with it. This is pretty much everything. You know, like I said, I have to clean this motor up. I'm probably going to just freshen that thing up completely. I'm going to clean all the parts up while I have them off. As far as the mount and the rear frame's the main thing that needs to be changed out. I have a couple options over here. I have a completely stock rear frame, which I may just chop up and use the Composimo bolt-on mount that I have already and go that route. I also have a rear frame here that I got from Daniel at 1938 Garage, and it's already has gussets, weld-on mounts, and it's set up for a center shock. So it's a good chance I may use that. I don't know. I need to decide what I want to do as far as all that goes. I am going to switch out the front end kit a little bit. I'm going to change some things up there. I'm going to reuse the wheels and whatnot. Those, as well as the frame and everything, is going to be painted. Going to get a new battery box and worry about finishing that one down a little bit later. As far as the exhaust, I haven't really addressed that yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. I'm going to reuse the same Makoa wiring harness, and for the most part, a lot of the same stuff is going to get reused. It's just a matter of how much stuff I can salvage, and you know, everything here needs to be, everything that's getting reused needs to be refinished or repainted or somewhat addressed. They completely destroyed every part of this bike pretty much when they had it in just a week. So yeah, for the most part, everything's ready to go. Got some color swatches on the way here as far as some different powder coat colors, and kind of figure out exactly what I want to do. I know what I'm doing for my base color on the front and rear frame and whatnot. I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do for all my colors, accent colors and everything, but I'm just waiting to get all those samples so I can pick exactly which ones I want to do. But I'm not going to get into that until it's all final. But yeah, that's about it for the teardown here. I have a couple videos coming up in this next week from some rides this weekend. We have the Fooligan charity ride, a stunt ride the night before that, tons of good footage. Other than that, we'll be starting on the build series of this bike here soon. I'm really excited about that. So stay tuned and we'll see you next time. Just one more thing. I definitely have some big news coming up in regards to this bike. Had a few things going on. So some things are torn down right now, and I'm actually going to be tearing the motor off, sending it back into the engine builder, and we're going to go from there.